catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
10 yards still left on second down. Brady to throw on second down. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
Pernell McPhee's a strong run-stuffing outside linebacker who's beginning to blossom as a pass rusher.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And a great spot to start this drive from here. One man in the backfield, that's Martin. After the interception, here's Stafford. Ertz over the middle. And he's brought down. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time. And it paid off on that play.
So they're operating in the red zone. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Well, they tried to swing it on left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
The first carry now for Doug Martin. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming. And here's a look at the starting offense. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 3. Call it a 3-yard gain. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. On 4th down. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So a fantastic effort by Murray, a kid born in Orlando, went to high school in New York, but came back to Orlando to go to Central Florida. You're from Orlando, Mr. Davis.
Yes, I am, and actually grew up in New York State as well, so I knew I liked this young man. And the stock and trade for him, speed. Give him some open space, and he can blaze a trail.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll come out in the pistol. Brady now on first down. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and it's second down. So 2nd and 10 here, and they're definitely showing blitz here. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Here's Brady to throw. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Here's Brady. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Pro Bowler, Muhammad Wilkerson, in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Quincy Enunwa, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
Brady going to throw. Looking here for Smith. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Torrey Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Roberto Aguayo now for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
First down, here's the run with Martin. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And it's brought in by Eric Decker. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Fresh set of downs here. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a first down throw. Stafford. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now second down. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
Markevius Kiki Mingo is one of those versatile outside linebackers who can rush the passer as a defensive end, yet drop into coverage.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are in for 6.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense.
And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. They practiced this all week. Pretty clear it paid off there. Threw it downfield, made it look relatively easy.
And it always comes a little bit easier when you've practiced it and tuned things up and you're confident in what you're doing now. They felt very, very good about their plan, and we saw the execution because the confidence of the players was there.
On first down, Murray. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Play action. Now it's Brady. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
And the D looking like they may blitz. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Anunua's got it, complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Murray, the lone setback. He's going to get the football. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So you just...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got a new one. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. They come out here in the eye. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Michael Vick, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? 1st and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
This is fielded at the goal line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On 2nd down, Martin. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Looking for Cruz, and it's intercepted. Terrence Newman with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Shift together here from the D-line. So the offense has it, 6-yard line, 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll try and he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Michael Vick, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 1st down, Stafford here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Ertz has it left side. A good pick up there, 20 yards. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open...
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Eric Decker was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And it's taken in at the 9. Shreds the tackle. Brief break in the action here. We'll come back to Oakland after this. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. Stays on his feet. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
If you draft a guy in the 6th round and he gives you a 1,000-yard season at some point, would you say he's good value?
That's good return on investment. He was the first Raiders guy to rush for 1,000 yards in 2015 since McFadden back in 2010.
Latavius Murray, remember the name.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time, and it's 3rd down.
You ever notice that when Tom Brady does get hit and drop to the ground, there's some guys back to him pretty quickly to check on his health, aren't there?
That's exactly right. For as much as he throws, doesn't take a lot of square shots, but took one there.
He's really smart in the pocket, isn't he? Even out of the pocket. He understands where the pressure is coming from. He senses people. You're exactly right. Doesn't take too many direct ones. But that one had to hurt.
It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Ready to throw on second down. Finding time. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Mike Wallace, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Aguayo on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And now here comes Kansas City. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Stafford on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And now it's second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.